This is the part of it.
Yeah, beautiful lesson, man. That's what we're out here to do. We're out to wake up our people, you know, tell them their transgressions and show them the words of the Most High, you know.
Okay.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43 and verse 30. When you glorify Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, exalt him as much as you can.
We'll do what?
Exalt him as much as you can.
Yeah, that's what we're out here to do. We're out here to exalt the Most High. Go on, read.
Even yet, will he far exceed? And when you exalt him, put forth your strength and be not weary. For you can never go far enough. For you can never go far enough.
That's it. So there's not, you know, no matter what you think you're doing, you can always do more. You get what I'm saying? Because it's never enough. Like we was bringing out earlier, like the brother brought out, our righteousness is like filthy rags to the Most High. So, you know, whatever you can do to magnify His name, like He said as well, if you're not out here preaching the word, you need to be doing something. You can't be at home, not bringing out this word. You have to congregate, be with like-minded brothers, and bring it out. You know, wake up our people, man. Well, yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful lesson. You've got to preach them.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
And it reads, For as it was your mind to go astray from power, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Wow.
For he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort you.
So just, you know, as we've gone astray, you know, we need to seek Him 10 times more, you know, 10 times harder.
Even the ones that don't teach, like you said.
Yeah, even the ones that don't teach, you know, because his hand is always stretched out, you know, and His mercy is everlasting, you know. So as long as you keep His commandments, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong in this wicked society, you know, in this wicked Babylon. That's it, man. All praises, all praises. Alright, so we bring out some news. What's it? This is in the last couple of weeks. You know, a lot has been going on, you know. I'm going to start off with that Palma volcano is still going crazy. You know, it's destroyed loads of towns, villages, you know, possibly even churches as well, all praises. What's it? All the nearby towns as well, full of dust and not dust, ashes and that, you know. So yeah, it's crazy. And Mount Etna as well in Sicily erupts again. That erupted about a month ago. That's going off again, you know. And obviously they're close as well. So the volcanoes have been going off this last few weeks. Yasa volcano in Tanna Island erupted. Anak Krakatau or something in Indonesia erupted. So that's like 5 volcanoes erupted, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you're gonna bring a precept up the show.
This is This is the Songs of Solomon, alright, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
It says, who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with the powders of the merchants. Yeah, man. And to be real, that's the how about Shemal Shai, man. Isaiah chapter 64 and verse. Isaiah chapter 64 verse 1. And it reads, Isaiah 64 and verse 1, and it says, oh, that thou wouldest rent the heavens, that thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence. As when the mountain fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil, to make the name known to thine adversaries, that the nations may tremble at thy presence. When thou didst tremble, when thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down, the mountains flowed down at thy presence. That's saying that the mountains, alright, the fire causeth the waters to boil, man. Alright, and that's the lava, man.
Yeah, that's what's happening as well. Like the water's all like boiling up, like it's gone to the sea, you know, and it's just crazy, man. Like obviously, the most high, he's stirring up these volcanoes to just and then when I'm saying they're still flowing, like you know, like the lava's flinging out the size of buildings still after 2 months.
I got even to mention the last couple of weeks, you know, like last month, the water was on fire, man.
Yeah.
There was one oil was there, and the waters that they got, the oil was catching on fire, man.
Like the lake of fire, literally, like a little circle just bubbling up. So yeah, you know, crazy, man. Obviously, in New York and Australia, you know, emergency workers and all that, this whole thing, they've been made to take the poison. If they don't, then obviously they lose their jobs. That's going to come here soon still. So if you can get me Luke 21 and 9 of the shot, 11. So yeah.
Oh, there's another one on the volcano.
Yeah, what? Well, bring anything you got, bring it out as well.
Joel, innit? I thought someone would have read that.
No, I didn't have that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke.
That's it. And some of these ones as well, like the smoke, you can see them from miles away. Like when they've erupted, they haven't like pulled out lava and that. It's like they smoke up. Like there's phases to it when they erupt. You know, like first it's like smoke and that, and then when it gets going, then the lava starts coming out differently. But all different, they're all different. They've all been acting different. But that armor one, that's not stopped. It's still not stopped. So, you know, Spain is, the island of Spain is getting judged proper, righteously. You know, so all praises. Right, so Luke 21 and 9 to 11 of the shop.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and the commotions, be not terrified, but these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine, and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So they're going to end up making it so that obviously if you don't take this poison, you ain't gonna have a job. You ain't gonna be able to provide for your household. You know. So obviously that's another part of the famine that these lot are gonna try and start off. Ultimately, the Most High is bringing famine already anyway. Because you know, in in America as well, there's like there's a video I see like in California, like loads of tankers are just getting pushed over by the wind. You know, like literally, like oil tankers, food tankers, like loads of them. They're just falling over. Yeah, and trains as well. Yeah, and trains. So the famine's already started. It's a certain...
We got the famine. Let's stay on this thing, right?
Yeah, go on.
You got Revelation. Yeah. This is Exodus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, so shall also be in him to the he shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his heir through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever.
Ah, and that's symbolic, you know, that's symbolic. That's that poison, you know. Obviously there's gonna be, you know, Jakes and Eves out there that are gonna say, you know what, if I'm not gonna get this and that, they love this system and Babylon too much, they're just gonna, you know,
do what you're saying there, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
They're gonna
yeah, they're just gonna take it, you know, just to get by in the system, you know.
Right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, saying that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, and the number of his name. Here is wisdom, and let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's it. And you know, these films, they've been bringing films out for ages, like in the 80s and all that, about what they're gonna do with this whole mark thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new. And obviously it's coming to pass now, you know, we're at the end times now, you know? So yeah. And obviously in the preset you just brought out with Luke as well, Iran confessed to attacking a US airbase. You know, I don't know where it was in the so-called Middle East, but you know, Iran confessed to attacking it, and you know, China are all having talks on bombing India. So you know, this is the rumors of wars. You know, that's about to happen. You know, yeah. Yeah, go on, bring that out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Yes.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, that's it. What was that? Second Ezra
15 and 15.
Okay, yeah, that's it, man. You know, nations are going to be rising against nations. You know, I think last month or a few weeks ago, China and Taiwan are about to go at it as well.
Good.
You know, that's Moab on Moab crime, you know. So yeah, that's the curses what we brought out 2 weeks ago, isn't it? About the curses being put upon upon the heathen, you know? So yeah. And what's it? You got any more on that? Or?
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. And it reads, I'll start at Revelation 16 and 3. And it reads, Revelation 6 and 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Yeah, man, the seals are being unleashed, man. All right, and when we're seeing these signs, we're meant to prophesy these things, man. All right. We need to show you the signs of the times, man. All right. Yeah, man. That seal is being unleashed. All right. All praises that the naval bases are being bombed up, man. All right. That's makes the truth of God is not a lie, man. Right? The truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is coming to pass into fruition, man.
None of these shall fail.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 6, chapter 7 and verse 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
That's it. You know, and that's what we brought up earlier as well, isn't it? When they're on their beds and there's peace and safety, that's when sudden destruction cometh. You know? Because all these like China and all these nations, they actually feel like they're rousing up now, innit? They want it with Babylon, innit? They've been under Babylon for all this time. Now they've got nukes too, innit? They've got nukes too. So's Russia.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean? So these ain't those lower countries now. Babylon. Because remember, I can't remember the precept. It's like, you know, he's so proud. Esau, he's so proud. You know what I mean? It's like, who's gonna want a war with him? You know what I'm saying? And that's how he's always been, even still till now. And I saw a thing saying on the news or something that where I think you brought it out before, where they did a simulation about the war, and if China went to war with America, they'll lose. They would lose, but they're still proud with it. You know, so that's that. I think, honestly, I believe that's the Confederacy in Psalms 83. You know, the fact that they still rule the world, like it's still. Yeah, go on, bring it out.
Obadiah chapter 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
That's it.
Thou that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, thou set thy nest among the stars, hence will I bring thee down to the ground, saith Yahweh.
That's right. Yeah, that's it. Go on, praise it. Go on, bring it out.
This is 2 Peter 3, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Be loved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day.
Yeah, so, you know. Go.
Yeah, that's talking about the days, all right, of the Most High, right? Is 1 day to us is 1,000 years to us is 1 day to the Most High, right? But yeah, the pride of Esau, okay. Get the
Like,
Habakkuk. Alright?
and like it says as well, what's it? In 1 hour shall Babylon be destroyed, literally. You know what I mean?
Isaiah chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 14 and 13.
This is the book of Isaiah.
Isaiah 14 and verse 16.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Oh, yeah. So when it all kicks off and Babylon gets destroyed, that's what the nations are going to say, isn't it? They're going to say, is this the guy that really ruled the earth, that did weaken the nations and make the earth to tremble? I think that's what it says, isn't it? Yeah, because obviously out of all, he's like the lowest of them all. You know, like Job 30 and 5. You know, he's viler than the earth. You know what I mean? And this is the guy that's actually ruling. But obviously, it was all the Most High. You know, he translates kingdoms from one people to another. You know what I mean? So you know, his time is up now. That's why it says it's got but a short time. That's why he's pushing these agendas so much, you know. That's why he's pushing this poison. That's why he's pushing homosexuality, you know. This, yeah, chemtrails. I know I've been seeing loads of them, you know. Only the last few days as well. A couple of weeks ago, I didn't see any. So yeah, well, bring it out.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let him be taken in the devices that he imagined.
That's it. So, you know, it's all going to backfire, isn't it? You know, he's the one that's been saying all these times, he's proud and he's got all this and all the nukes and all that, but the others have now too. So, you know, that's what's going to destroy him, his own devices that he wickedly imagined upon us. Because that's what he does. He doesn't sleep until he's worked out mischief. You know what I mean? He can't sleep at night unless he's made an Israelite to fall and break commandments. You know, that's how prideful this Esau is. You know? So yeah.
I think there's another scripture where it says we are not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Yeah, that's it. We put that out yesterday.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We know about the devices and the
yeah, so yeah, obviously the California, there's strong winds knocking over lorries and that. In Comodoro, Argentina, major strong winds as well. In Australia, in Kola City, Australia, and Erbil, Iraq, super hailstones. Like literally super hailstones, like they're just getting bigger and bigger. Literally bigger and bigger. So yeah, they're taking out places. Don't know if you want to get me Isaiah 29 and 6 from the chart. Yeah man. So every week there's a new something of everything, you know, there's a new volcano every week. There's new hailstones every week. There's new storms every week. You know what I mean? There's new floodings every week. Like, it's not just the same places. Everywhere it's getting judged now. You know, I keep saying this. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts, with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
And that's what it is. It's heavy storms and more than that.
Isaiah 28 and 2. Behold, Yahweh have a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of water, of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
And some of these hailstones as well, they're actually flooding places. Like, it looks like a snow flood of hailstones. You know, so it's getting crazy. Certain hailstones are getting bigger and bigger. You know?
Psalms 148 and verse 7. It says, praise Yahweh from the earth, ye dragons and all deeps, fire and hail, snow and vapor, stormy wind, fulfilling his word, mountains and the hills, fruitful trees and all ciders. Alright, so there's basically everything man needs to be praising Yahweh. Even the hailstones, even the mountains, alright, the fruitful trees. It even goes to say in the verse 10, beasts and all cattle, creeping things and flying things. Alright, kings of the earth and all people, princes and judges of the earth. Bro, the hailstones, alright, the thunder, the lightning, they all praise the Heavenly Father. Alright? So who is this proud Edomite, man? That thinks he doesn't, you know what I mean? Can turn back the clock, right? Shall I?
Yeah, no, go on.
Yeah, no, it says they shun the Most High, man.
Yeah, they have not known his ways.
They've not known his ways. They've exalted themselves to say that they're
They
God.
are God, yeah. That's why they have all this Google, fact checker, you know, like weather forecast, you know, like so-called harp system as well. They're trying to play the Most High. They think that they've got it all worked out, but you know, his deceit is being shown.
Have you seen that one where they formed a cloud? That machine, and they push out a cloud, all right, from this big factory, and the cloud goes into the Shemayans, and it starts to rain.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Just
Manipulating, and that's just like Bill Gates as well. Like he's talking about he wants to try and flip in.
Let's not mention.
Yeah, like, yeah, go on.
Yeah, they're gonna start.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 16. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in heaven. He that causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth, and maketh lightning with rain, and bringeth forth winds out of his treasury.
That's it. God, all praises. So that's what I mean. The Most High just does a few little things and everything goes crazy. Obviously the sins have reached up to heaven, man. The more and more every day, the more wickedness that's happening. You know? Yeah, that's it, man. It's coming to that end times now, man. We need to repent, keep the commandments and teach others, you know, wake more people up. It's all the will of the Most High, you know. So whether you, Lord willing, that we are chosen, but that's down to the Most High, you know. It's all about your works and faith, because faith without works is dead. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's what's it in Mai in
Democratic Republic.
Yeah, that's it. Democratic Republic of Congo. The markets are just literally there's nothing there. So like, you know, like a market's usually banging, like a lot of things going on. There's nothing there. There's like 2 stores with like hardly anything on it. So the famine is is hitting out there now. You know what I mean? Like out in Congo. So you know, and there's a civil war going on out there as well. So you know, yeah, that's another thing on that. You want to bring on that or not? No. Just it's like the famine. It's like a drought. Like even the markets, they ain't got nothing to sell in Democratic Republic of Congo. Second Ezra 16 and 17.
This
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going. Let's keep reading, though, right? Keep reading verse 18.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear, and beginning of evil. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
And that's what I mean. There's a lot of our people out in Congo as well. And there's obviously, like you said, there's wars and that, you know, less food and that. People are all walking from miles and miles to different towns and all that. So it's a lot of strife out there, you know. And that's what I mean. Obviously, the storehouses and the markets now ain't got food to give. So it's only going to get worse.
Yes, Psalms 107 and verse 28. Then they cry unto Yahweh in their trouble, and he bringeth them out of their distress. He maketh the storm a calm, so that the waves thereof are still. Now this is on the right hand side, right? Alright. But it says verse 33. Alright. He turneth rivers into a wilderness, and the waters springs into dry ground, the fruitful land into barrenness. For the wickedness of them, for the wickedness of them, that dwell therein, he turneth the wilderness into a standing water, and dry ground into a water springs. And there he maketh the hungry to dwell, that they may prepare a city of inhabitation. So the Most High can actually just turn the whole place dreadful for them. All right, like Egypt. All right. I've got 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and
so like a place that was flourishing, like you know, very rich in soil and all that. The Most High can withdraw rain and that's it. It's turned into a barren land.
And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 22.
Bring it out.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty.
That's it. And it's only going to start spreading as well. Because obviously in America it's actually happened. The beef, the meat prices have skyrocketed out there.
Electric in England, man. And gas and electric, some of these companies have gone bankrupt, man. So some of them are off the Richter scale. If you're not with certain energy providers, you're finding out your gas and electric is a bit too high. It shouldn't be the numbers, man. Because you haven't switched over to the ones that...
the smart.
Yeah, smart meters they want to call them. Right?
And they're always posting letters.
Even if you have got a smart meter, some of them companies are still got the wrong energy supplier, man. Smart meter or not. This is 2nd Ezra again, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
But go into the field of flowers where no house is builded, and eat only the flowers of the field. Taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat the flowers only. So look at that. The Most High is saying, sooner or later, you're only going to be able to eat the herbs of the field, man, and the flowers, man. That's why you need to know which ones are poisonous berries and ones are edible, man. You're going to need to know what fruit, what grass you can eat, man. All right? Because there's like dandelion, all right? There's not nettles, all right? There's certain leaves and that big one, that big doctor leaf. Certain of them are edible, man, to eat, all right? And they can keep you fed. They can digest your system for up to like 2 to 3 days, all right? If you eat them right and you cook make them right.
Alright, well yeah, that was it on mine. You want to bring anything else?
Give me the medicines.
Yeah, I was going to give one on the civil war.
Alright, go on, bring that out.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 31. and one shall stand, and one shall undertake to fight against another. One city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 17. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, "It is done."
Saying what?
It is done.
Hey, this place is done, man. This place is finished, man. All right? And it's coming. All right? It might not be done just now, all right? But it's coming, man. This is going to be a time when the seventh angel comes and says, yo, this place is finished, man. All right? Get 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. All right? There's going to be a time when this place is done. All right? All right? And we're going to have to be ready. All right? That's all our message was today, right? All right? Be ready. Preach the gospel, man. In season, out of season, man. All right? And make no tarrying to turn to the Most High. All right? And if you lack, all right, seek Him 10 times harder, man. Baruch 4 and 28. All right, bring that up.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time?
All right, when is this place going to be done? All right, that's what he was saying. Because that's when the angels coming and saying, this place is done. All right, and it's not literally the end of the world. All right, the parting asunder of the times. Go on.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
All right, what's going to be the beginning of it that followeth? Read, bro.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac.
Unto Abraham to Isaac.
When Jacob and Esau were born of him.
And when Jacob and Esau were born. All right.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Jacob's Esau.
For Esau is the end of the world.
For what?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Exactly, man. The Edomites, Esau, the Caucasians are the end of this world, man. All right? The beginning of it is going to be Negroes, so-called blacks, Latin Americans, all right? Seminole Indians, man. All right? They're going to be the beginning of the world, man.
That's right.
The 12 tribes, Kwame Yeshurun.
All
right? They're going to rise up, all right? Bring that out, bro. No. Bring it out, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, 132 verse 11. Yahweh has sworn in truth unto David.
He sworn to who?
He sworn to truth unto David.
Unto the whole world.
Unto David.
All right, unto David, man. Dawada, Malak Dawada. All right, he's sworn through his seed line, all right, shall become righteousness, man. All right, the holiest of holies, man. All right, Yahweh Shai. All right, read, bro.
He will not turn from it.
And he didn't turn from it, man. All right, that was our whole mission today, bringing out the gospel of why we're out here, man. All right, that we're out here to be servants for our people Israel, man. For Yahweh, to bring Israel to the marriage, man. All right, go on, bro.
Of the fruit of thy body will he set upon thy throne.
All right.
If thy children keep my covenant.
If the children keep the covenant, man. All right, and the covenant, we read what it is. All right, is to keep his commandments. Otherwise, you're gonna go through the curses, man. And we read it. It's gonna be like Sodom and Gomorrah for those that don't want to hearken to the commandments, man. All right, go on, bro.
And my testimony.
And the testimonies of the prophecies as well.
That I shall teach them.
All right.
Thy children, their children also shall sit upon thy throne forevermore.
Amen.
Amen.
Let that be so, please, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, all right? All right, see love, all right, on that. Because we need our children to come out of this place, man. All right, la a lot, all right? All right, go on, bro. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Daniel.
Bring that out with a mighty voice.
This is the book of Daniel 7 verse 18. But the saints
Of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever
and
even forever. All right? All And on that, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Baharaka, Kadash, Kwam Yisrael.
Kwam Yisrael.
Kwam Yisrael.
Kwam Yisrael.
Right, I'm mana wa Allah.
Mana wa Allah.
Right? Zion, man.
Kwam Yisrael.